What's up everybody? Welcome back to Unparalleled Universe for another one-shot review, and today we're taking a look at the kinda new Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Tenga Warrior. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really care about this character. I have no attachment to it. I wasn't a big fan of Power Rangers when I was growing up. I do like some of the comics, but outside of that, I'm not really that into it. I do think that Hasbro is doing a great job with the Lightning Collection, and I do enjoy picking up the big crazy villains that they've been doing. So when I saw this big purple bird, I knew I had to get him. I saw him in stores, and now here we are. But let's go ahead and take a look. Starting off with the box, we get some awesome artwork of Tenga, or the Tenga Warrior right here on the side. Kind of wraps around the side of the box. On the back, we get a look at the figure doing his thing. On here we have some more of the same kind of artwork, and that's about it for the box. It is the same collector-friendly packaging that we see with all the Lightning Collection figures. And yeah, you know, it's all good. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. I'll try to do it very quick, but you know, this is a one-shot review, so we're just gonna keep it moving. And you know, I should have brought a knife for this, but all I have is this pink screwdriver. Alright, so I did take a couple of minutes to readjust my camera and get everything out of the box here. I was kind of surprised by how many accessories this guy has. He's got like a couple different sets of hands and a bunch of different wing pieces. Let's go ahead and put his wings together. Looks like it's gonna go like that. The big pieces probably go on the forearms, from what I could tell. And luckily they're labeled right and left, so that's good. And then, what are these extra big pieces for? Do these go like in here? I guess so. Oh, okay, cool. That looks kind of nice. Big crazy wings. Same thing over here. Might have to look at the box just to make sure that I'm doing it right. But yeah, that looks cool. So then what are these? Damn, they're... Oh, okay. It's probably so that you can make it so his wings are like retracted, I guess, with these other pieces. So that's kind of cool. You have some options. Damn, that's dope. I wish they would have done something like that with Vulture and Marvel Legends. Damn, this thing is awesome. This is a really cool figure. But yeah, he's got these different wing attachments, and you could kind of make it look like the wings are a different size. So let's go ahead and put these in real fast and see how it looks. I'm happy that they actually labeled them, because if you try to force the wings into the wrong pegs, you could like kind of mess up the peg hole, you know, and then like the wings will never sit right. That's kind of happened. That's kind of what happened with me on my Marvel Legends Vulture figure, and like they would never stay in, you know. But yeah, look at that. They go in really easily, no problem at all. So that is cool. Damn, yeah, Hasbro kills it with the big crazy monsters from Power Rangers. I've really enjoyed all the big monsters that they've put out so far. And then he also comes, we're going to go ahead and do accessories since we're into it now. He does have this cool little, like, energy effect. I like that they've given a lot of the Power Rangers figures energy effects. So that's dope. Who knows if it goes on his hand. But yeah. Cool things there. Just kind of throwing it on there, seeing what works. Man, they put a lot of articulation in here, especially considering that he has so much going on, like armor and feathers and big old arms and all kinds of stuff. And then he does have an extra set of hands, so he's got these big clawed hands, and then he also comes with a pair of fists. See how easily these come out. There we go, not too bad. Man, this thing is super dope. I've had this sitting on my shelf, like in the box, for months. I keep forgetting that I even have it. Because like I said, I'm not like into Power Rangers really. I just kind of buy them every now and then. But I walked into the store and saw this on the pegs. I picked him up and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do a review for him because he looks kind of cool. And then just kind of forgot about it. But today I wanted to do a quick one-shot review. And I was like, you know what? Let's take a look at this big, stupid purple bird. And that's where we're at with it. But yeah, this is cool, man. It's got a lot of nice sculpting work. I like the way the armor looks. It's got some paint detail in there. It looks really nice. The feathers look good. The feathers have like a metallic kind of like finish to them. Like a blue metallic look. That's pretty interesting too. The face looks cool too. I like the way his evil eyes look. That looks really nice. And then he does have an articulated beak. Damn. Man, that is really cool. What a crazy ass figure. And since it's some kind of warrior, I'd imagine that it's like an army builder. Let me know in the comments if you know like exactly what the deal is with this guy. But I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with them. Honestly, a lot of my Power Rangers figures are just in a bin. Like I barely even look at them. Even the ones I like, I don't really mess with them too much. But they're, you know, it's no doubt that they're great figures. I'm gonna clean it off there. Let's go ahead and do a couple of quick size comparisons. We're gonna do that starting off with the Tenga Warrior alongside the Marvel Legends Iron Man figure from the Hyde Build-A-Figure wave, and the Captain America 80th anniversary cap, just because I had them right here. And then because it's standard procedure, here we have him alongside Marvel Legends Bucky cap and Marvel Legends Pizza Spider-Man. And I do have my Power Rangers bin handy, so let's go ahead and put them next to a couple of different Power Rangers. Here we have them next to the Pumpkin Rapper. And so far, these are some of my favorites so far. And then Lord Zed. Lord Zed, like, he was one of the first Lightning Collection Power Rangers figures to come out, and he just kind of came out and killed it. That's like a really good figure. But yeah, it's cool seeing all these bizarre-ass bad guys all together. So that's fun stuff. And then next up, we have him alongside the White Ranger. Pretty much whatever figure I could grab out of the bin is what's going to be in the size comparison here. And then I believe this is a, what's this, a Psycho Ranger? I only have him because I bought him for like $5 at GameStop or something. But yeah, there we go. Man, how come there's no Purple Ranger? What part of the game is that? And here we have him alongside a Putty Patrol Soldier. And I forget this dude's name. Don't get mad at me. Like I said, I'm not a big Power Rangers fan. But what's this guy's name? Magnus something? Whatever his name is. This is one of the coolest Power Rangers figures too. And I have a Harker Customs cape on here. Really took it to the next level. But yeah, that's a dope figure. Man. Oh, Magna Defender or something like that, right? Let me know in the comments. Scream at me in the comments about if I piss you off in this one-shot review whatsoever. If you're like a big Power Rangers fan and you just want someone to yell at, feel free to do that to me in the comments right now, because I know I'm shitting all over Power Rangers. I don't hate Power Rangers, but you know, it's not one of those things that like I loved growing up. Even as a kid, I was like, man, this is whack. I kind of appreciate it a little bit more as an adult, because it's like, it seems now that I watch it, it was like intentionally campy and crazy. But when I was a kid, I was just like, what is this garbage, man? Put on the X-Men. But here we have them alongside Goldar and Tommy in the Green Ranger suit. And let's see, anything else? I think that's pretty good for size comparisons. I think you get a good idea of how big he is. He's a little bit smaller than I was expecting. I thought he would be a little bit bigger. Even after having him in hand, like looking at him through the packaging before putting him next to any other figures, I was like, oh, he's pretty big. He looks big, but he's not really tall. He's not that tall. As you could see, he's pretty much the same size as Goldar. I guess Goldar is pretty big. But like, you know, you have a human-sized character right here next to him, and it's not like he towers over him. But, you know, these guys were all just people in suits anyway, so I guess they wouldn't be that big until they took their pin particles or whatever they did to grow. But yeah, at that point they'd be huge. But let's go ahead and take a look at articulation now. So his head, let's see what's going on with his head. He's got like a long ball peg in there, and it really allows for some nice movement at the head. So you could kind of move it around like that. You can move it side to side, get some nice tilt. You can only look up to about right there, and it looks down to right there. And this feather collar piece around the neck just kind of floats around, so you can move it around or do whatever you want to do. And then his mouth is his beak is articulated. And then for the arms, he does have butterfly jointed shoulders, which are really dope. Look how far he could get his arm back. That's awesome. Really nice work at the arms. And then you could get his arms in front of him a pretty good amount. The armor pieces don't really get in the way too much. And then he does have an upper bicep swivel. He's got single jointed elbows that only get about 90. At the wrist, he has a swivel and a hinge, but the hinge is kind of hindered by all the feathers around the forearm here. And then for the torso, he's got a awesome diaphragm cut. Damn, look at that. And then an awesome ab crunch. Man, this is ridiculous. Like, man, Hasbro is crazy sometimes with the articulation. This is freaking awesome. Look at that torso movement. Really dope stuff. And then for the legs, he could kick his leg forward to about right there. Could bring him back only to right there. Bring him out to the side to about right there. Upper thigh swivel. Single jointed knee. At the foot, we have a swivel. Rocking ankles. Then a hinge up and down. And yeah, that's about it for the articulation. Really good articulation, especially considering that he's got so much stuff going on. The armor, the feathers, just the big arms, the big torso. Yeah, he's got like a lot of things that in theory should kind of hinder the articulation, but he's super posable and super fun to mess with. I really love the torso on these Power Rangers figures, and I feel like his torso here might be like the best I've seen on one of these figures. Look at that. Maybe because he's big and they were able to put enough room in there to get him to move around. Really cool. But yeah, this is a great figure, man. And you know, a lot of the Lightning Collection figures are reused because, you know, they're all Power Rangers. You basically, you know, you put out the red Power Ranger and then you have the blue and the black. You use the same mold for those, and then for the girls, you have the pink one, and then the yellow one, you use the same molds for those. So there's a lot of reuse. But then when they do figures that don't require reuse like this or Pumpkin Wrapper or Goldar, they really seem to go all out, especially in regards to sculpting work. There's a lot of really nice sculpting work on him. I love all the armor pieces. I love like the like, I guess you could call it battle damage. It kind of looks scraped up and messy and just ugly. I mean, not ugly in a bad way, but it looks like he's been through a couple of fights, so it looks nice. And then his head sculpt is really good. He looks super evil, especially, like, I know that this character looks hella goofy in real life or like in the show. It's a goofy ass looking character. It's a big purple bird, probably has a beak that's like flopping all over the place, but this figure makes it look really cool. The face is kind of menacing and evil looking. Like I said, the purple armor is really dope. I love the feathers with that metallic kind of look to them. That kind of looks like a rooster or something like that. Like rooster feathers. But yeah, man, this is a cool looking figure with a bunch of really nice sculpting work, some really good articulation, some pretty decent accessories, nothing mind-blowing. I do like the fact that you could display his wings in 2 different ways. I think that's really cool. Hasbro needs to do that with every character that has wings. I hope I put these on right. Looks like I did, yeah. So hopefully Hasbro should do that with every character that has wings. Vulture, Falcon, everybody. Give us some options. So it's really cool that he got that. And then, you know, he's got like 2 different pairs of hands and that a little electrical effect that I couldn't figure out like where it could go. But, you know, little effects like that can always be useful. Oh, and I almost forgot this. He does come with this little egg, and this is kind of cool. It does have like a purplish metallic kind of look, and it has a couple of holes in it, and I think those are like finger holes so that he could grip onto the egg. I'm not really sure, but this does look dope, and I'm not really sure what the deal is with this egg. I'm sure that he throws it at the Power Rangers, and then there's a big old cloud of smoke, and then like a big flock of birds runs into the Rangers, and then there's like sparks everywhere and all kinds of crazy shit. I'm not 100% sure, but I'd imagine it's something like that. But I think it's cool that they included this. And once again, I'm really impressed with the amount of accessories this guy got. But yeah, man, this is a very impressive figure. Man, I like it a lot more than I was expecting. I think it was MCU Collector who reviewed this when it like first came out, and he was loving it. And now I see why, you know. It's really a nice figure. Might be one of the best Lightning Collection action figures that I've seen, you know. Like, there's a bunch of good ones. The Rangers are cool, and all the different monsters are cool, but this guy might be on top of the hill. Along with the Sphinx. The Sphinx is cool too. I don't know where the hell he's at. I do have him somewhere, but That's a good one. But man, I really like this one. I'm going to keep it within arm's reach for quite a while. But anyways, I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me on this very quick rapid fire one-shot review. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Also, be sure to hit the bell notification so you know every time that I go live. Thank you very much. Peace.